All right, so I went to record your mid-unit assessment, and I didn't hit record. So I'm just going to kind of go through this with you in a way that hopefully you can understand. All right, so what we did here in the first problem, and you'll see this on Google Classroom, is we have arranged the following numbers in order from least to greatest. So what I did, and I'd like you to do, is I drew a place value chart here, and I just plugged in each of the numbers. So you can see that 4,450 is the smallest, so put that here. Then 44,500 is the next smallest. And then in the hundred thousands, we see that the fives are the same here, zeros are the same here, but the 4 is smaller than the 5. So we're going to go with 504,054. Then the last one is 5,045. So we put those in order. The next section here says use the words 10 times to tell how you ordered the two smallest units. Well, if you look here, you take this 4 and you move it over, this 4 and move it over, the 5 and move it over, and the 0 and move it over, and put the other empty spot here with the 0. You see that it's 10 times. So 44,500 is 10 times 4,450. You could say 10 times bigger than if you wanted to, but it's 44,500 is 10 times 4,450. All right, now we're going to compare using greater than or less than or equals symbols. So we're going to use, again, this is really important, especially because these have words. And this one here tries to trip you up because it puts 700 first and then 4,000. So a lot of kids will put the 7 first, and it kind of messes things up. But if you plug it into a place value chart, which is what I would like you to do, then it's less likely to get messed up. So the first one is 100,000. So you put a 1 in the 100,000. Everything else is zeros. And then 10,000, you plug that in. Obviously, 100,000 is more, right? Then you have 200,000. So you have 2 here in the 100,000. And then you have 4 in the hundreds. And everything missing here is zeros. Then you plug in 204,000, and you see that this 4 in the hundreds is actually 10 times bigger than the other number. So the 204,000 is actually bigger or greater than. So now here this is where the place value chart really helps us. We put our 7 in the hundreds, the 4 in the thousands, and 27 in the ones, but then we have to subtract out tens, and we have 2 tens in there. So I subtracted out 20 and moved a 2 over to the tens, and then a 7 here. So you have 4,727 versus 6,400. So this is bigger. Then you put a million in here. Then you take 10,100,000, subtract out the 10, leaves you a 0, and add 1 here, and puts 1 in the millions. So these are actually equal. All right. The next one here is a problem. This whole problem sets up the rest of our test. So the football stadium at Louisiana State University has a seating capacity of 92,542. According to the 2010 census, the population of San Jose was approximately 10 times the amount of people that LSU Stadium can seat. What's the population of San Jose? Okay, well, I just plugged in LSU's seating capacity in a place value chart and moved everything over. That's 10 times. So it's 925,420 is the population of San Jose. Next, we write the seating capacity of LSU Stadium. So not the population of San Jose, but the stadium capacity, which is 92,542. So 92,542. And then expanded form, you just take each one of these and expand it out. So 10 times 9 is 90,000. 2 times 1,000 is 2,000. 5 times 100 is 500. 4 times 10 is 40. And 2 times 1 is 2. So you just write it out like that. Next, we're going to draw 2 separate lines and round the seating capacity to the nearest 10,000 and to the nearest 1,000, just to do a comparison. So we have 92,542 rounded to the nearest 10,000. So we draw our little line. 9 goes up 1 to 10, right? So we put 10 here, and then everything else is zeros, so that actually moves us up to 100,000. The low number is the same 9 with all zeros, so that's 90,000 would be the low number. And then between half of 10,000 is 5,000, so 95,000 is our midpoint. 92,542 falls down here, close to 90,000. Okay? All right, then the nearest 1,000, again, we're just dealing with the 2 now, and the 5 next to it makes it go up, right? It's above the line. So up 1 is 93,000, and then 92,000 at the bottom. 92,500 is our midpoint, and you can see that 92,542 is above the line. So we would round up to 93,000 when rounding to the nearest 1,000. All right, now we're going to use a comparison, and we're going to say rounded to the nearest 1,000 is 93. Rounded to the nearest 10,000 is 90,000. So we're going to say 93,000 is greater than 90,000. Here they ask us which estimate of those two that we just did is the closest to the actual number. Well, here's the actual number. Here's rounded to the nearest 1,000. And here's rounded to the nearest 10,000. So 93,000 is actually closer because it's only about 500 away. 438 or 458. Where 90,000 is almost 2,000 away. So 1,000 is better. So the rounding to the nearest 1,000, 93,000 is a better estimate. All right, that should do it. Please make sure that you pause this along the way and make sure that you're doing your best and that you're taking notes, and do your best. I have confidence in you. And if you have questions, rewatch some of this or just come and see me and I'll be glad to help you. All right, good luck.